can't be on the Comrex anyway because we're both on
That
it.
commitment
So
is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
I hadn't had the chance to talk to you, so I don't know.
Agent
One's in the
Chris
9 and one's in the
Lee
10.
at Fort
So.
Smith. When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
You're listening to The Morning Rush, live from the Busch Light Studios on ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris, Fort Smith.
And I want to make this very clear. We're going just like Coach is to win, and we've got who we have. And you will not hear me say, oh, well, we don't have. No, hell no. We got enough players here to go out and perform well. That's what we'll do.
Hey, this is Darren McFadden. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Huh?
On your favorite radio station, hitthatline.com.
No, that's me.
Hit that line now.
That's me.
This is The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
They're going to go nuts when he gets this thing.
Produced by Christian Johnston. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
Let's stand up and call those Hawks.
Tommy, Big C, you know how there's 7 wonders of the world? I think we're sitting in number 8 here this morning. We're at Big Cypress Lodge in the iconic Memphis Pyramid. Tommy, this is the first time I've ever set foot. I know that some of our listeners have been to basketball games here. Mike Tyson fought here. Of course, there's been some legendary concerts over the years, but Mr. Morris turned this thing into a just phenomenon. I mean, anywhere you turn, there's something cool. We've got plenty of stuff we're giving away here. We've got some sky-high tickets for the elevator, which is like the Statue of Liberty height. We've got a couple puzzles that we're going to be giving away during halftime in the Morning Rush. So if you're in the Memphis area, you're listening to us this morning, if you got friends or anyone else, and they're looking for something to do before the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, then you need to come by and see us here at Big Cypress Lodge. Tommy, here on a Football Friday.
Yeah, Football Friday, fun time. I know a lot of Razorback fans are making their way to Memphis right now. Some on I-40. Hopefully the traffic. How was I-40 yesterday between Little Rock and Memphis?
You know, that was honestly the easiest drive, and I think
Really?
it's because of post-Christmas. There's not a lot of people on the road.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people now, Sunday it's going to be different. I think when people driving back, I'm going to leave tomorrow, play a little golf, and then head on out of here. But I was surprised because we had talked about it. It's like it's the worst stretch of interstate in the country, and to be honest, I didn't hit any traffic. Knock on wood, I got lucky yesterday.
All right, we're live at Big Cypress Lodge inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid.
Woo.
Ty will tell you more about the $169 a night special during the winter months at Big Cypress Lodge. We're also brought to you in Memphis by Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com and find out how you can get the best deal for life, 1 gig of internet on their introductory special at just $40 per month for the first 2 months, and you can lock in to your price for life. Free installation and order by December 31st and get a $100 gift card after installation. Also brought to you by Matchstick Studios as we get ready for the Liberty Bowl. Have your website built for just $95 a month with no upfront cost and no additional fees. Focus on building your business and let Modular Orange focus on building your website. No upfront fees, no extra cost, only $95 a month. Go to modularorange.com for details.
So when you walk in, we're directly by the Christmas tree here at Big Cypress Lodge. So for those that listen in Eastern Arkansas, Central Arkansas, and you're making your way here, Phil Elston is going to be here for halftime following our show. So you get a chance to, again, take in Mr. Morris's creation this morning. Tommy, I'll say this. I was wondering how many Arkansas fans were going to make this trip. As I walked into the rendezvous yesterday, and then I walked around a little bit. We went to the Grizzlies game last night. Shout out Brett Norsworthy for a great night. He's our kind of pseudo-Memphis host. There are a lot of Arkansas fans here, particularly when you walk in the rendezvous and everywhere else. So I think sometimes being that our terrestrial radio stations are predominantly in northwest Arkansas and on the more central to the left part of the state, I forget how many fans are on the eastern part of the state. So I think you're going to have a heavy Arkansas crowd relative to Texas Tech crowd later on tonight at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I heard Chuck talking earlier. I'm at Salisal Ford, Harry Robinson Salisal Ford. I was listening on the drive over, and he talked about the parade that they have on Bill Street, and that there was a good representation of Razorback fans. And I think some drove in last night. I think a lot will drive in today and maybe spend Friday night and Saturday, the game being 6 o'clock, unless you just wanted to spend the extra day. I think a lot of fans are probably listening on the Hit That Line Now app, brought to you by Taco Bell, right now, and probably making their way over there, somewhere around Forest City or something, getting on the interstate, heading your way.
Well, I will say that that Mr. Morris has hooked it up, as has Renita. So we've got these chocolate pyramid candies. We've got
Cool.
lapel pins. We've got
All right.
hats that are coming your way. There's a lot of there's several things that are going to be making it back to the ESPN Arkansas studios for you, Big C, Colton, and everyone else. So they have definitely taken care of us here. Again, as I'm getting shown like the history and whatnot, and getting told by different Memphians about like what's happened in this. Tommy, did you ever go to a game? Did you ever go to a concert? Like there's so much rich history and tradition, not just in obviously the city of Memphis, but specifically in this venue.
Yeah, Mike Tyson fought there. No, I never went to, Arkansas had some iconic games there. There had been
94
NCAA
semis against Kentucky, Tommy, I think.
Yeah, been several iconic NCAA regionals and super regionals there, and then once they built the what's now the FedEx Forum over near Bill Street, that building's dynamic changed a lot. It was I remember going into the seats in there when they had them in there. It was very steep. Going up. I heard a lot of people, you scaled up to your seat more than walked in. But that's just the design of the building. But it's set empty, kind of dormant for a while, and it's pretty amazing what they've turned it into.
I gotcha. Yeah.
You going to eat barbecue while you're there, man?
Man, I had some rendezvous last night, Big C. It was it was really good. I know that everyone has their particular Memphis barbecue and whatnot. Like when you think of Memphis, is that where your mind immediately goes, Tommy and Big C? Do you just go to barbecue off the jump?
Music.
Yeah, you go to music, Elvis, and some of the iconic people. Tommy, what about you? Where does your mind when you hear Memphis, Tennessee? Where does your mind go?
It goes to Memphis and Bay and the great barbecue, and then I've been to several shows at the FedEx Forum, and I just enjoy going to Bill Street. It's kind of like a mini New Orleans for me. It's like going to New Orleans, but it's New Orleans light is what I think Memphis is.
Yeah, Sam Pittman was very complimentary.
Good food, good music.
Yep.
All those things. So.
Sam Pittman, very complimentary of Memphis, very complimentary of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. We're going to get into some of what he had to say this morning. If you want to jump in here with us, you can call or text us at 877-377-6963. Again, I'm at Big Cypress Lodge. Tommy's at Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and this is your opening drive.
Having another winning season would be a lot better than not. I kind of like the drive myself. So there was only one or two answers. But we found a way to win because we got early turnovers and we started really fast. I think it's too valuable to the teams to find out a little bit more about whom they have, whether it's whom they have left or whatever that may be.
Grizzlies improved it.
Arizona State it is. All right, Georgia and Notre Dame. The Bulldogs are 2-point favorites. I'm taking Orange's Irish squad, Tommy. I really do. I think Gunnar Stockton, backup quarterback. I know they've gone to the national championship before with the backup. It doesn't happen this year. Zach Arns is a happy man come Wednesday night. I've got his Fighting Irish.
Does the time off benefit Georgia, or is playing last week benefit Notre Dame? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'll take Georgia.
Sean, you going SEC or you going the Catholics in this one?
Oh, I'm going to go with the Fighting Irish again.
The Catholics, okay.
They're playing
All right,
too good. Yep.
That is your I know they lost a key defensive lineman, but that is your Fitz Man Friday picks here on a Football Friday.
All right, getting ready to head into 2025. Sean, now's the time to get you out to give that free estimate and get the fence project started. So.
Yeah. Well, give us a call. We'll get you put in your schedule. We'll put you on our schedule, should I say, and we'll come out and walk you through your yard, determine what kind of fence you want, whether we're going to try to build you something beautiful and decorative or just, a good straight privacy fence. We've got the ability. We've got the talent. We'd love to come out and give us an opportunity to see what we can do for you for the spring, because it is coming. So,
all right, 782-3936, the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. Sean, Happy New Year. We'll talk to you in 2025.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Man, that's crazy how quickly it's coming. Hog Update your way next, live from Big Cypress Lodge.
Liberty Bowl in Memphis is brought to you by Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. It's also brought to you by Big Cypress Lodge. Camp inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
This is the Morning Rush.
All the Road Hogs have the hog calls and the tailgate ready to roll.
ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
Happy New Year from Harry Robinson, Salisaw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off of I-40 in Salisaw. It's the test drive.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use the promo code BELIEVE for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and hitthatline.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot. It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill. So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive into Queen, Arkansas. Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, full deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
With a new Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell, $7 goes a long way. A cheesy gordita crunch stacked with layers of luxury. A Doritos Locos Tacos, extravagantly crispy. A beefy 5-layer burrito overflowing with cheesy indulgence. It's all you want and more.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new
Time's rolling since 1967.
This is a public service announcement for hard seltzer lovers. Neutral Vodka Seltzer has arrived. Made with simple ingredients like vodka, seltzer, and real juice. Neutral tastes good. Like real good. So good that you'll never want to drink another artificial tasting seltzer again. Neutral's light and refreshing taste will show you what a vodka seltzer can be. Try Neutral, the one with the umlaut. Copyright 2023 Neutral Distilled Spirit Specialty, Los Angeles, California. Enjoy responsibly.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
Yes, sir. Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
Tommy, I've got a hog tracker and a Red Raider tracker. Currently, the count that has walked into Big Cypress Lodge is Arkansas 11, Texas Tech 5. So we're gonna be keeping up with this throughout the whole show. See how many Arkansas fans versus the Texas Tech fans are this morning. Got some Kentucky fans here, seen Georgia Tech, other SEC fan bases like Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Memphis very much is an SEC town. That is true. All right, here's Sam Pittman yesterday talking about their roster heading into this game tonight and kind of what he feels about it.
I'm really excited to see these guys play. We are thin. In 12 personnel, we're thin. But we have enough out there, I believe, and we have a quarterback. And I think that's a big deal for us. I think we have enough out there offensively we can move the football and score.
So he's mentioned Shamar Easter. He's mentioned C.J. Brown. I know people happy to see that Selman Bridges is back on the roster. There's just there's guys, whether it's in state or out of state, that you're kind of excited to see that you haven't necessarily seen yet to this point. And we're gonna find out, Tommy. I mean, there's certain guys that Taylon Green, Xavier Sori, Cam Ball, but there's gonna be a kid come out of today that he's gonna have a lot of confidence heading into the 2025 season based on how he plays.
Well, you hope so. Be another game tape on some guys. And, again, I don't want to get too high or too low based on anything that happens today, but we'll give you an idea of maybe what the depth chart heading into spring football might look like. But there's, going to be, 20-some-odd guys coming in and out of the portal that, going going to get introduced to the process that aren't part of it today. So hard to get too hard and fast, but what you might think next year might start shaping up to be.
Pittman went back last year, or 2 years ago, I should say, and talked about that game and just remembers kind of how crazy it was last time.
You know, last time I believe we came here, we had 9 starters out, and then Rocket got hurt early, Tykees Crawford got hurt early, and we were sitting at 11, about a half a side starters out, and we found a way to win. But we found a way to win because we got early turnovers and we started really fast.
And that's one of the elements, Tommy, they preached all season. He's talked about even yesterday and in his Liberty Bowl press conference last week. I got 2 more Arkansas fans to add to the tally that they just can't turn the ball over again. Leading the FBS in fumbles this year is just that's a stat you never want to be associated with ever again. And if they turn the ball over today, they're gonna lose. It's that simple.
Well, you know, could be. I mean, that's been the trend. If you lose the turnover battle, they've lost from that. But they're not playing an SEC team today. This is a Texas Tech team that's been hit hard in the portal, by the portal on their defensive side. But your point's valid that generally the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins the game. And it would be nice to see Arkansas play with ball security today, but there's nothing to lead you to believe that it's going to be a perfectly clean game in that regard.
All right, that's your Hog Update this morning, brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
If you want to listen to Sam Pittman's press conference, you can go to hitthatline.com or our YouTube channel as well, where you can consume all our content. You can also, again, always listen to us. I was listening. You were talking about listening on your way to Harry Robinson Sallisaw Ford this morning. As I'm in Memphis, Tennessee here at Big Cypress Lodge, I was listening to our Hit That Line Now app brought to you by Taco Bell. It's just nice to be able to listen to it. I mean, I listen to it in Nashville, listen to it in Memphis. Anytime we go on the road, I know Memphis isn't that far from Arkansas, but it's just nice to be able to take it with you anywhere.
Yeah, I get people tell me all the time when they're on vacation, traveling for work, the Hit That Line Now app is a must when they start packing their bags.
Yeah. I want to give a special shout-out. I got an email. Lee Seaton passed away. He's a Springdale, Arkansas resident at the age of 66. Tommy, he was a lifelong Arkansas fan, listening to the Morning Rush, halftime, Ruskin and Zach, Chuck and Bo, all throughout the day on ESPN 99.5. His family's going to be here in Memphis today, so I just wanted to give him a special shout-out this morning. I know that, again, we've unintentionally at times, we've become part of people's lives, just their how they go through stuff each day and kind of their routine and whatnot. So for Lee, it sounds like that we were part of his routine each and every morning. So I wanted to make sure he got a special shout out today.
Yeah, I'm thankful for that. And thoughts with his family, and glad they're going to be there with you in Memphis today for the bowl game. So.
Yeah, again, as the Arkansas fans continue to trickle in here at Big Cypress Lodge and others, I think I might be underestimating how many fans are going to be here later on. Again, the Liberty Bowl is under capacity, what it usually is. I think it holds 56,000. We're going to talk with Harold Grader coming up at 10:30. He's the executive director of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, and kind of get his thoughts on how many fans are going to be here later today, amongst other things. But I would be, just based on what I saw last night, based on what I've seen this morning driving around, I think there's going to be more Arkansas fans than anticipated when it comes to this bowl game. And I wonder what that, for those like talking to different fans yesterday that have bowls in Florida and other, it's just a little harder to get. But for Arkansas, it's an easy drive across the state line and get to the game.
If you don't have Texas Tech fans outnumbered 3-1.
Yeah.
That's not very good. You're not even playing in your backyard. You're playing on your back porch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just across the state line. So it should be like a home game today. Now, whether it will be, we'll find out. But it's a nearly 12-hour drive, to get from Lubbock to Memphis. And I know there's fans everywhere, but it's not like Texas Tech has this national footprint. So I'm interested to see that today. Hey, we're brought to you by APAC Arcola. They have immediate job openings in Boone, Marion, Baxter, also Benton and Washington counties as well. If you are a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, concrete finisher, diesel mechanic, or have paving or concrete experience, you can apply today at jobs.crh.com. That's jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola is an equal opportunity employer.
Got our Morning Rush Daily Question. Lane Whitman's going to join us to talk some ponies. We're live in Memphis at the Big Cypress Lodge, thanks to Hyper Fiber.
of the Liberty Bowl in Memphis is brought to you by Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. It's also brought to you by Big Cypress Lodge. Camp inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
This is the Morning Rush.
And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
Happy New Year from Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off of I-40 in Salisal. The Morning Rush is in Salisal today. 15% off 2024 Fords while they last. Biggest selection they've had in years with over 200 in stock. And Troy, you're giving away an SUV on December 31st.
Yes, and all you have to do to enter for that SUV is go on a test drive. There's no gimmicks to this. All you have to do is come in, go on a test drive, be here on the 31st at 4:30, and you could be the lucky winner. And hey, listen, I really want people to understand this, the 15% off of MSRP. There's no gimmicks to this, okay? I've had other dealerships call me and ask me, their employees, if they still qualify. That's how good the deal is. I did over $14,000 off of a Raptor yesterday. So come and see us. We're not going to miss your business.
All right, we're at Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Waldron Wave Rural Connect. Internet is now available in your area. Fast fiber internet and full-featured home phone are ready for you. This covers areas around Waldron, Bates, Winfield, Y-City, and more. Check out your address online today. The best whole home solution of internet and phone, all from a local provider you can trust. Order online at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Over the river and through the woods, to Salisal we go. Mock Legal Solutions is opening a second location to serve our Eastern Oklahoma clients. 105 East Chickasaw. For divorce and custody, let us give you the Christmas gift of a new start. And for personal injury, we will get you a settlement check when Grandma gets run over by that reindeer. 918-238-2363. Or check out our website at mocklegalsolutions.com. Free intakes and payment plans available. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Agent Randy Milam in Alma or Agent Brandon Zimmerman in Barland.
The Party Place has everything you need for special occasions, graduations, birthdays, Valentine's, baby showers, and more, including New Year's celebrations. Party supplies for 1 to 100, located in Fort Smith and Conway.
The Party Place in the Tuesday Morning Building behind Ashley Furniture in Fort Smith.
Looking to protect yourself and your family this flu season? Law's Drug Store at 6802 Rogers Avenue offers the latest vaccines for adults and seniors in both COVID-19 and the flu. Law's Drug Store has friendly pharmacists ready to assist you with no appointment necessary. Call 452-6116. It's quick, it's easy, and in most cases, free with your insurance. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Open 6 days a week to care for you and your family.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, Memphis is known for its barbecue. You asked me earlier because Sam Pittman was asked it whether you want the sauce or you like the dry rub ribs. So I'll ask this barbecue question today.
Do we want to play the clip real quick?
Well, I mean, you can play that. It doesn't have anything to do with my question. But
Okay, never mind. Go ahead then.
Question is going to be, where's your go-to spot in Memphis? A lot of people are headed down the road today, maybe looking for a little advice. Guys, what's your go-to place for barbecue in Memphis? Where do you like?
Man, I love Rendezvous, Central, Commissary. What am I blanking? There's one more that I'm.
Well, just name them all, then, Ty. Just name
Central's
them all.
the one.
That's what
I
I'm
go
saying.
To.
Like I'm not I don't know if I'm partial to one. They're all good. What do you? Where do you go?
Probably Central Barbecue or Interstate. I think either one are really good.
I like the barbecue shop too. If I'm going to choose one, I think I don't know if it's the best, but just the nostalgia of the Rendezvous because I used to go there with my dad. I think that's my favorite in terms of like getting in the feels. I don't know if it's the best food. I think you can find. I had a great experience yesterday. But I would say from nostalgia purposes, it's the Rendezvous. Got a chance to meet the owner yesterday. It was cool. I loved it.
It's fine. The food's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not. I don't think it's the best barbecue. But if you're wanting to go for a tourist experience, the Rendezvous is great.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wanting to go for a celebration or a gathering, the Rendezvous is easy for everyone to agree on. I just don't know that it's necessarily the best barbecue in town.
Clay says Corky's. He's listening this morning. He says Corky's. I've never had, to my knowledge, I've only had Joe's Corky's in Little Rock. I don't think I've ever had the Memphis original Corky's. We used to, when I mowed lawns back in the day, that was our favorite after meal, was going to see Joe at Corky's, but I don't know if I've ever had the Memphis one, to be honest.
What's the Neely's or something that does the barbecue spaghetti?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think is it Jim Neely's?
I think that's right.
The barbecue shop has it. I've had. So for those that haven't had barbecue spaghetti, you've got to get it. Like, let's say you're on your way there and you get to one of these places that Tommy, Big C, and I have mentioned, just to try it for the first time. Some of you will love it. Some of you will very much not.
Well,
you'll be very against it.
Here's what I'd recommend. Get one for the table to everybody have a few bites of. I wouldn't make that your meal if you've not had it before.
I'm
fine with it, but if I'm going to Memphis for barbecue, I want ribs and I want the pulled pork. Pork's their deal. Brisket and beef, it just really isn't the deal in Memphis. It's the pork. So
Man,
I would stay with the ribs and the pulled pork. If you want to try something unique and different like the spaghetti, if you got 4 or 5, just get one and everybody can share it.
That's probably the right way to do it. So yeah, Ronnie, and you said Interstate, right? Is that what I heard?
Central or Interstate,
Yeah.
I'm good either way. So
I mean, you had the one in Northwest Arkansas, and then there's one in Nashville. So Central's kind of gone out a little bit, but Memphis barbecue is good. I know there's always debate. Hey, what about North Carolina barbecue? What about Kansas City barbecue? What about Texas barbecue? I like barbecue. Anywhere I can get it, I'm going to be a fan of it. So that's your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Christian Nate would love to see you before the end of the year, or start out 2025 having some fun at Kart Pass Social. Check them out at kartpasssocial.com. 122 Grant Place in Lowell, indoor golf facility. Of course, it's room temperature. It's not going to be frigid outside like it is times in Northwest Arkansas. It's going to be, you're actually have lights. Again, it's getting darker earlier here in the natural state. So take advantage of Kart Pass Social, #1 indoor golf facility in Arkansas. As we opened the show this morning, we talked about the 7 wonders of the world. Tommy, this might be the 8th here at Big Cypress Lodge in the iconic Memphis Pyramid. I mean, it is a special, special place. I cannot do it enough justice on trying to describe how crazy this place is.
Well, you try to, one thing you always do is you try to look up at the ceiling and try to find the very top of it, and it's hard to do in there.
Yeah.
And then I always, when I'm in the Bass Pro Shop, I always try to figure out where would I be standing at midcourt? Where would I be standing right now if this was still a basketball arena? I always find
cool.
that, something my mind wanders to. So.
Well, there's plenty of great events that have happened here at Big Cypress Lodge. There's also plenty of great events that happen in Oaklawn during racing season. So it's time to talk to our buddy Lane Whitman at the Railbird 333. Lane, what we got cooked up this weekend?
Hey, it's weekend number 4 at Oaklawn, and we have racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 10 races each day, 12:30 p.m. first post all 3 days. And the highlights this weekend, there's 2 stakes races. There's one Saturday, the 9th race for $180,000, the Tinsel Stakes, 3-year-olds and up at 1 mile and an eighth. The morning line favorite, Horace Mann, at 2-1 on the morning line for trainer Phil D'Amato. Steve Asmussen will send out number 5, Red Route 1 at 5-2 on the morning line. Chris Hartman trains number 1, Frosted Departure, at 5-1 on the morning line. Those look like to be the 3 favorites in the Saturday feature. We move to Sunday. The 9th race is also a feature that day, $175,000. The year-end stakes for 2-year-old fillies at 1 mile. Maybe we see one or two of these fillies move on during the meet to get to the Fantasy Stakes, which can end up in the Kentucky Oaks in May. The morning line favorite here, Steve Asmussen, will send out number 4, Glee, at 5-2 on the morning line. Lindsay Schultz, she'll send out number 6, Jenkin, at 7-2 on the morning line. And trainer Tom Amos has number 2, You'll Be Back. Those look to be the 3 favorites in the Sunday feature, the year-end stakes.
Lang Whitman with us, our Oaklawn update brought to you by Brothers Roofing and Restoration. Lang, we've had a ton of rain that's moved across the natural state in the last few days. I can't imagine that even though they do a great job working the track, it's going to be anything short of sloppy today.
Yeah, I've handicapped today's races for and off track. I don't know whether it's end up being sloppy or muddy. I'm not sure exactly how they changed that distinction there. It was muddy, listed as muddy a couple weeks ago when I thought it should have been sloppy. But, yeah, it's going to be an off track today. And something, just a kind of a quick tip for people, there's wet track stats for each of the horses, but sometimes, the horses haven't ran much on a wet track. And what I like to look at on those horses that don't really have any form or past performances on the wet track, maybe look at the front runners. A horse that runs up front, gets away from all the kickback of the mud and the slop getting in their face. I like to look at front runners on a sloppy track. Even some people like to say that the long shots come in the slop. Well, sometimes what happens is the front runners that maybe fall back when you get past in the stretch, maybe they don't get past because the ones in the back are like, I'm out of here. I'm not racing in this stuff today. I'll come back next time. And those front runners that usually get past, they don't get past. And therefore, that can lead to some bigger payouts.
Yeah. All right, so handicap out a best bet for today in these sloppy conditions. Is there a mutter you really like for today?
Well, there is a best bet I like, and this goes to the 9th race. Horse number 6, Claret Beret, at 3-1 on the morning line. This is a 6-furlong allowance race for $130,000 purse. She has raced 8 times in her career and has 3 wins in those 8 races. She seems to be really coming into her own. She's won her last 2 races. She won at Keeneland in October. She won at Remington Park in November, both races by 6 lengths. She's raced 1 time on a wet track. She did win that start as well. Trainer Greg Compton will put Harry Hernandez, who's off to a good start at the meet, in the saddle, hoping to get her 3rd straight win. The top competition does look to be number 9, Lemonese, or number 8, undercover. So if you want to try an exacta, maybe pair the top pick here, number 6 Claret Beret with number 9 or number 8. If you'd like to do that, it's a full field here. There's 14 horses entered. Probably going to be a full field of 12 race. So hopefully the morning line odds of 3-1 will hold up for us, and we can get an $8 winner or so on horse number 6 Claret Beret, and race number 9 today is the best bet.
Lang, Happy New Year. We'll catch up with you next Friday.
Okay, looking forward to it. Y'all have a good time.
All right, Lang Whitman with us live from Oaklawn, giving us some insights for today on what will be a sloppy track at Oaklawn Park. It's brought to you by Brothers Roofing. If you've experienced possible hail damage, wind damage, storm damage in the past, and maybe you've got, we mentioned all that rain, maybe you've got a leaky roof right now, Brothers Roofing and Restoration can come to the rescue. They're properly licensed and insured. They're the local roofing company with former Razorback brother Alexander that can inspect your roof, work with your insurance company to maximize your insurance benefits. Brothers Roofing has crews all over the area, and they've got plenty of experience. In fact, Brothers been in the roofing business for more than 30 years. So call Brothers Roofing today, 479-353-3877, 353-3877 for Brothers Roofing and Restoration.
The current Arkansas to Texas Tech tally, Tommy, is 21-12 right now. So the Razorbacks again thoroughly dominant. And what do we say Lubbock was 10 hours from here? I don't remember.
It's closer to 11 plus.
Is
you
it?
got to go through.
It is.
Look to Dallas to Memphis. It's a haul.
It's a haul, yeah. Well, again, a lot of people taking in various things. They've got like a bowling alley in here. I think an archery range. You got different bar foods, and there's like 600,000 gallons of water with different wildlife included, like catfish and whatnot. Apparently, you know the origin of this story? It was a catfish bed. Have you heard about this? So
no.
I get told, Renita, who's been our host here, so Johnny Morris is with, and you're going to have to, it's Bill Dance or Bill Nance? I know Clay knows his name.
Bill Dance.
Okay.
Bill Dance.
Okay, so they're a bet, and it's like, I'm paraphrasing, but like if you catch a 30-plus pound catfish, you have to buy this pyramid. And he did. And then he bought it. So it's it's pretty.
Now what do I do with it?
They've got all this memorabilia and whatnot. So if you're a sports fan or if you just love Bass Pro Shops, you got to come by and see us. We've got a couple of the Sky High ticket giveaways. You can go up to the elevator that's as tall as the Statue of Liberty, and we've got this awesome Big Cypress Lodge jigsaw puzzle as well.
I bet we're in that section. We'll find some stuff from our friends at Pradco. I bet Bruce Stanton's got a lot of stuff on the shelves there. The Booyah stuff, Rebel Crawfish, you can find all that. Bobby Garland, Baby Shad, they're going to be there. And then they got some new stuff coming out, too. So check all that out, including the Head and Super Spook. You can see that as well. If you can't find it there, you want to look at it first, go to LureNet.com for all the details. Pradco made in Arkansas. Brought to you by Wheels RV. Man, you could be headed there a day or two ago. Bring your RV along from Wheels. Camp there in Memphis near where the Razorbacks play and enjoy that. Wheels RV has the best brands like Grand Design, Forest River, and Brinkley, and they all come with a lifetime warranty as well when you shop at Wheels RV. Happy New Year from Chris and Lee J and the full crew at Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale.
We got a loaded hour 2 coming up. Clay Henry plus the executive director of the Audio Zone Liberty Bowl, Harold Grader, joins us.
Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because our Kansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
This is the Morning Rush. ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
The test drive giveaway, Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal. Take a test drive. You're automatically entered to win an SUV. They're going to give away in a few days on New Year's Eve. What, 4 o'clock? I think it's 4 o'clock, 4:30. We're giving that away. So come and get your entry today. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can save thousands with 15% off brand new Fords.
Yes, definitely. Here's the deal. All you have to do is go on a test drive, and we're not just giving away a car. We're giving away some other goodies, too. So come down here and see us, Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford. We're not going to miss your business. We're going to do everything that we can to earn your business and make sure you get the best deal on a new Ford. We want to sell you a car, and we want to sell your friends, your family, and everybody else you know.
All right, doesn't cost anything to enter. Just take the test drive. Just come see us. Morning Rush live till 11. We'll be here a while longer. They're going to be here all weekend long and into the new year at Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford. 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. Brad, Tyson, and their entire team are so thankful this time of year during the holidays. We appreciate all of our customers that enjoy the beverage bar at Boonville, the hot food at Phoenix, and the deli at Jam Mart number 10. We know you're loving the updated pumps at our gas stations, and we're continuing to strive to find new creative ways to improve every single day. If you love Jam Mart, please leave us a 5-star review on Google. Happy holidays from your friends at Jam Mart.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
It's the season for shopping the store that honors Christ all year long. It's the season for shopping the Solid Rock. Lots of gift ideas, including home decor, greeting cards, books, women's boutique items, and of course, Bibles. And while you're there, make your gift extra special with custom laser engraving, pins, cutting boards, wallets, Bibles, and more. Lots of selections to choose from or ask about custom orders. The Solid Rock, located next to Sam's Club on South 74th in Fort Smith. The Solid Rock, family owned and serving the River Valley for over 48 years.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, partial sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon into the low 60s. We will see cloudy skies tonight, mid to upper 40s. Partly sunny skies on Saturday with a slight chance of a few showers. Our high temperatures on Saturday in the low to mid 60s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Shamrock Liquor Warehouse, 5609 Midland Boulevard, your leader in fine wines, beers, and spirits. KERX, Paris, Fort Smith.
Hey, we can't make you a morning person, but we can make your morning.
ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
Play action, a quick look. This will go for a touchdown for Tremaine Thomas, and he will walk in. Now Collins spinning, still on his feet, powering through for a score. With some time right there at the 35-yard line, laid on by Quincy McAdoo, who's having himself a really good Liberty Bowl. Looking for that end zone. The throw. They win the AutoZone Liberty Bowl and the highest scoring Liberty Bowl ever.
This is the Morning Rush.
Those are the three recent Liberty Bowls. There was a defensive battle on that cold night back after the 2009 season, Tommy, the Alex Collins game where he ran roughshod over Bill Snyder's defense in Kansas State in 2015 after the 2015 season. And then that game 2 years ago where our friend Dave O'Brien was on the call there. So Arkansas, while they didn't fare well the previous three games against SEC opponents when they were not an SEC team, they've won the last three here in Memphis.
Yeah, and it's been a good place to go for Arkansas. It's been the Liberty Bowl, but at least it's not going to be that sub-freezing temperatures like you saw against East Carolina some 15 or so years ago. We're brought to you by our friends at Valley Family Dental, formerly known as Riley Farm Dental. They're at the entrance to Riley Farms. Every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family, so your kids will be comfortable there. They're going to love the surroundings. You'll be comfortable there as well. They got three great doctors, Bo Sparkman, Dr. Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice. Work very hard to make sure you're comfortable and you have a better smile each and every time, making you more confident. Valley Family Dental. Mention you heard it here on the Morning Rush and receive a free bleaching kit or $100 off your $100 off an office accelerated whitening treatment. It's all at Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 or valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
So we're live at the iconic Memphis Pyramid here at Big Cypress Lodge. They've got a great winter weekday stay starting at $169 a month. We've got a couple tickets to the Sky High ride as tall as the Statue of Liberty, this elevator. So if you want to come by, we've got one puzzle to give away here on the Morning Rush, 2 and halftime if you want to swing by and see us. And there's a lot of entertainment. You got the Bass Pro Shop. You got an underwater-themed bowling alley. Again, so much to take in here at the iconic Memphis Pyramid, and also appreciate Hyper Fiber being a part of our trip to Memphis. You can get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. So as we get going in hour number 2, our friend Clay Henry is here with us. I want to play this cut and get both of y'all's reaction. Pittman, the final part of the press conference yesterday, gets asked about bowls and college football. We know that they're less important than they used to be, but I'd like y'all's take on what Sam had to say at the conclusion of yesterday.
Huge. Even in this situation, we just talked about so many different guys who would not have this opportunity they're getting ready to have without bowl games. And you go back, and 2 years ago, I was fortunate enough to get the Liberty Bowl coach because we won. And you look down on that list, and there was Bear Bryant and Kirby Smart and all these guys on this list, guys who had brought their team here and won. And you go, man, this is pretty cool. And to see the kids after a bowl win is priceless.
Clay, you've seen plenty of bowl games. Arkansas has actually fared well recently in bowl games relative to their history. I think 5-1 their last 6. What do you think about the importance of bowl games now in today's day and age with the 12-team college football playoff?
Yeah, I think it's mixed. I think that in some respects, it's been a long year and players are beat up, and you've got 12 game seasons. In some cases, they're more games than that. it's tough on the players and tough on the coaches. But I think what you've seen is that it is a reward, and it is a chance for some younger players to get involved and get seen in scrimmages and practice to know whether they fit in the future. It's a chance, and with guys going in the portal, there's even more of that. And I think if you ask Kobe Branham, what's the bowl mean to him? Well, it's a chance to win a starting position. At Shamar Easter, it's a chance to show that he can play wide receiver and not languish in there, as an inline tight end, a guy that might can be a factor like Jeremy Sprinkle was, a flex guy. So I think there's a lot of that. And then, there's the aspect of people in East Arkansas that, it's a long drive to Fayetteville. And, they can, even for people in Little Rock, that's an easy drive. And so I think there's, it's a mixed bag, and you got to be careful just to, throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I know that I've watched a lot of bowl games. ESPN still feels there's value to them. So I don't think they're going to go away. And I've heard a lot of complaints about the portal, yet everywhere I go, people know who's in the portal, who's out of the portal. They're following it closely.
Yeah.
They're listening to you guys in the morning to see what's changed. They're reading Ho Hog Sports. They're going through, that portal tracker link has got incredible traffic. So you tell me if people still care. They do.
No, you're right. It is funny you mentioned the complaints and whatnot. I mean, we field them daily, Clay, and I'm sure you hear the same on the message boards and through your friends and readers, and yet the sport's never been followed more. So you're having to,
it's correct.
Yeah, it's just it's weird to kind of go back and forth on that. Since I just wonder, and I don't know if you mentioned the value of bowl games. I don't know how you would put them towards the spring. I don't know. Like Tommy, you've mentioned changing the just the portal cycle and push it back so you can have players. I mean, you still have guys opt out in favor of getting ready for the NFL draft. I think it's tough on fans when they don't know who their team's going to be, right? I mean, you have no idea who's going to play outside of a select few guys that have decided to stay on campus and play this upcoming season, Tommy. I think that's the biggest thing for fans.
I got the answer.
Okay.
All you have to, I have this world that I've been raised in for 50 years. Incentives have been, what I have paid attention to, whether it's been in my business with Hogs Illustrated, whether it's, it's employees, bonuses matter. They're the fruit that makes everything sweeter. They've got to pay the players bowl bonuses to make them stick around. And, if you take part of their portal money and say, this is out here if you play the bowl. And if we're in a bowl. And I don't know what the legality of that is in the rules, but it's I didn't think there were any rules. So surely they can figure that out.
Yeah. So when you look at the players and you look at this roster, Clay, you're talking about portal. If you're a player on this roster right now and you're available for the Liberty Bowl and you don't get significant time and you're healthy, isn't that giving you some answers that, hey, if I can't get on the field right now in the current situation, may give you your answer where you may need to be looking following spring football?
Yeah, there's some young players that I would say that might be the case. But most of the guys already know where they are in the depth chart. And that's why you see some players leave that you think, what's their landing spot? If they couldn't get on the depth chart at Arkansas, they're not going to an NIL school. They're going to end up at South Alabama or Louisiana Monroe, or that's where they're headed. Or to the other level, maybe they're going to Arkansas Tech. Maybe they're going to Washita. So that's where those players are going. And I think most of those are probably that handful that are in the portal. But your point is valid, that what your playing time is after 30 guys have left and you've had 10 to 12 practices to make your case. But in most of these instances, the coaches already know, the players already know. If you languished on the scout team, or you didn't even make the scout team, you probably know where you fit.
Okay, Clay, I got another important question. Sam got asked about it yesterday.
I kind of like the dry myself, so there was only one or two answers, so dry be the answer.
Dry or wet ribs, Clay Henry?
Okay, so I like to smoke ribs, and I've got a new RecTech, pellet smoker, and I've probably smoked more ribs in the last, since June when my birthday present arrived, than I have in my whole life. And I've done it both ways. There's not a wrong answer, guys. There really isn't. Whether you want to, have a little glaze on it, or you want to slather them in sauce. I've got different kinds of sauces. Guess what? I've got the Rendezvous seasoning and sauce. I can make them pretty close to Rendezvous ribs if I want to. Ooh. And, that's typically dry, what you get at the Rendezvous. Now, you slather them once they come, but they take them out of that pit. They've got them stay. You walked over there, Ty, and saw their pit? You can.
Yes. Oh, it's so you got to do it, man. Clay, you got to do it.
Yeah.
And Clay's talking about food. Tommy, have you noticed that Clay has really leaned into cooking more? You've noticed that, right? We're getting pictures occasionally.
Oh,
I read
on
social media.
I mean, well, Clay, you had a dissertation I was reading on Facebook about chicken breast chunks and ribeye steaks. We didn't have any pictures of what sounded great, but yeah, I mean, you're starting to write as much about food on social media as you are the Razorbacks.
Well, I guess that's part of my passion, and I've always kind of dabbled in it, and I've always had smokers, but now I've gone to the next level, and yeah, I'm starting to do briskets. I'm starting to do spatchcocked whole chickens. But I did some ribs. We had a little get together, neighborhood get together with few families, and I did main course of chicken, but also for appetizers did some fall apart St. Louis style, which means they're spare ribs, not baby backs, not back loin. And at the end, I glazed them. The last 5 minutes, I put some apple, cherry, habanero glaze on it.
Wow!
And they just set up for about. And that sounds like that's going to be hot, and it's not really hot. It's just a little hint. But Jean Ann has put a whole drawer with my spices and rubs, and because they're you can only see the tops of them, she's put stickers and labels on them for me. So, yeah, we're talking because I had filled up the pantry.
You live too close to Townsend's what you do. You live too close to the spice store.
I like all that stuff. I like the meat church rubs. I like the Townsend rubs. You can't go wrong with Townsend's, that's for sure.
Well, Clay,
I just sent both of you a picture of a beef tenderloin I smoked last night for our family dinner. I'm still sending, but
we're having that Monday.
Smoked beef tenderloin. That was
yeah. I'm having one. We're going to smoke that Monday. Yeah. Do we want to? Are we going to handicap the game?
It's 2.5 on Bet Saracen right now. Clay, what do you think? Texas Tech is favored, by the way.
I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't think
one of the things that I look at. This Arkansas's offensive line is rebuilt. Texas Tech their problem is they do not pressure the quarterback. They have only 19 sacks, and most of those were in their non-conference games. Mm-hmm. Very few sacks in Big 12 games. So throwing and catching might be a little bit of fun tonight for both sides. I think Arkansas's cornerbacks, they're depleted there, depleted in the secondary, depleted at pass rush. So you may have some passes completed tonight.
Yeah, Taylon Green running for first downs is the key. He's got to be able to run the ball tonight.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yep.
Well, Clay, appreciate
You know
you. I know you got some fishing to do, man. So we appreciate you jumping on with us, and
Okay.
we'll catch up next week, and we'll have one show in 2024 together, and then we'll start 2025 next Friday.
One last thought. Don't sleep on Gus's Fried Chicken in Memphis.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've had it.
You know, the barbecue's wonderful. Don't sleep on Gus's Fried Chicken.
It is great, and it's got a good
Okay.
kick too.
Good to hear y'all. I've been listening. Y'all are doing a good job.
Thanks, Clay.
Thank you, Clay. Always good to hear from the Hall of Famer, Clay Henry. All of his visits are brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, if I can speak today. HuntNatural.com to get all of your license. We're also brought to you by Farm Credit. Farming and ranching is a lifestyle like no other, and it's good to know that Farm Credit of Western Arkansas has been there to help get you the good times and the tough ones as well. Going to myaglender.com or by any 25 local offices for assistance that you need from sunrise to sunset with Farm Credit of Western Arkansas.
We're live here at Big Cypress Lodge in the iconic Memphis Pyramid. I've got 2 more Sky High rides to give away. Phil's going to have a couple and a couple puzzles. So if you want to swing by and see us again, probably near 50 Arkansas fans have already walked in. Tommy, I was told there's going to be 5,000 people that come by me between 9 and 11 o'clock. And reading it was a lot like it. I mean, as soon as 9 o'clock opened here this morning, there have been people that have swung by and continuously come by. A lot to do here at Big Cypress Lodge. Come on by and see us again. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl gets going at 6 o'clock tonight. We're going to have Harold Grader, who's the executive associate director, join us coming up at 10:30 to give us kind of some updates on what's going on. We got a question: how many people are we going to see at this game? That's again, I think it's going to hold 42,000, but the attendance should be later on. We're also going to hear more from Sam Pittman. Got a chance to hear him yesterday. And Tommy, did you catch Jim Larinaga by chance? And have you seen that news? I want to talk about that some point this hour because I think that's worth noting here this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And as he steps away from the game at the age of 75 after 2 years being removed from Final Four. Hey, make the game even sweeter tonight with Andy's Frozen Custards. They're on JFK Boulevard in North Little Rock. Locations in Conway and on Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. Pick up the Pick 6. You can mix and match 6 of your favorite flavors of Andy's Frozen Custards to take home for the ball game tonight. It's Andy's Frozen Custards. Walk up or drive through, ready to serve you. Download the Andy's app from the App Store and get it on your phone and be ready to order at Andy's Frozen Custards, Conway, North Little Rock, and Fort Smith.
We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll get into our SEC updates, some games this weekend, what's going on in this conference as we're live from Big Cypress Lodge here at the Liberty Bowl, brought to you by Hyper Fiber.
Live coverage of the Liberty Bowl in Memphis is brought to you by Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. It's also brought to you by Big Cypress Lodge. Camp inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid.
Looking for easy holiday gifts for the grown-ups on your shopping list? You're in luck, and so are they. The Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is a winner wonderland. Scratch-off tickets make great gifts and start at only $1, and players win more than $1 million every day. Share the gift of winning with everyone on your list. Give scratch-offs. They're easy fun with a chance of easy money. Join the winner wonderland. Gift, scratch, and win today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
This is the Morning Rush.
ESPN 95.3 is
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use the promo code BELIEVE for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and hitthatline.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot.
It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill.
So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive in DeQueen, Arkansas.
Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, full deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
With the new Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell, $7 goes a long way. A cheesy gordita crunch stacked with layers of luxury. A Doritos Locos Tacos, extravagantly crispy. A beefy 5-layer burrito overflowing with cheesy indulgence. It's all you want and more. For less. The new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's Lux for less.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas.
Features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Except we've got SEC buyers. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas. Trusted pool experts and your source for backyard fun. Locations in Springdale, Fort Smith, and now in Greenland. Always online at burtonpools.com.
You know, the SEC is sticking with 85 scholarships, it sounds like. And Sam Pittman getting asked about, hey, what does that do for your roster this past press conference?
Yes, we certainly will. And in that, we'll have some advantage, with some of our Arkansas kids who were good students. You can still give them a full ride, but you can take some of that money. If they get 80% or 90% of their tuition waived, that will help. And so that would be more of how we would split them up, would be more academic money that can save us some money and give a third of a scholarship, a half a scholarship, whatever, and maybe add a few more guys that have partial scholarships.
It's kind of the baseball philosophy, right, Tommy? I mean, that's kind of what I took there when I listened to him talk about that.
You know, is there a case that if the league as a whole, not one school, but as a whole, decided to come back to 80 scholarships or reduce that number to save some money, knowing you're going to have to expand? Is there any merit in that? Probably not. No one's going to shrink it, but you could see it is the last 5 scholarships make a big difference for any of the programs. You can see they're counting their nickels, they're counting their pennies these days when they're having conversations like that publicly.
Yeah, I don't know, because like we've talked about this. Coaches don't want that, but administrators, when they're looking at the bottom line, they do. So it's like a balance of like you're trying to make it the best for your coach so you can compete in the tough SEC that with the terrain that you have to deal with versus the balance sheet that you always go up against. That is always tough to do that. We didn't see Braylon Russell too much in SEC play. We saw him have an outstanding fourth quarter against Tennessee. We saw him have a really good performance against Mississippi State, but he was injured down the stretch. And not an SEC opponent today, but someone you definitely need him for tonight. Here's Sam Pittman on the freshman running back and kind of what he was dealing with down the stretch.
He's healthy and has looked good and happy to be part of Arkansas. And no, he had the hamstring and then, another injury. And so he's healthy now. So he's back. We're going to hand it to him.
So he's practiced about half the practices, Tommy. You've had Rodney Hill, who's been the one, Tyrell Reed. Again, we've talked about the benefit of giving him back and everything, but I would think, and I mean, I could be wrong. I watched Traylon Smith start the 2021 season, and then Pittman kept feeding Dominique Johnson just because he likes bigger backs. I would expect if Braylon Russell stays that he's going to be your starting running back heading into next year, even with the additions that they've either got in the portal or going to get in the portal.
Yeah, I expect to see him be the feature back in this game tonight, and I think he'll be number one on the depth chart going into spring. I don't think there's really a lot of discussion. We looked at his carry totals and yardage totals, which the yardage isn't significant, but he has a significant lead or significant edge over Hill when it comes to carries, like 47-20. Not nearly enough, and he was injured a lot. But if he hadn't been injured, he'd averaged a lot more than 33 yards a game.
Yep. All right, you got several bowl games this weekend featuring SEC opponents. Oklahoma against Navy, Georgia Tech against Vanderbilt, Texas A&M against USC, and then next week you've got the college football playoff games with Texas still featured, and then Georgia as well. Georgia takes on Notre Dame. Texas takes on Arizona State. That is your SEC update this morning as we're live from Big Cypress Lodge. It's brought to you by our friends at Burn Pools and Spas.
Yeah, feeling stressed? Don't be stressed. De-stress for less with the hot tub sale going on at Burton Pools and Spas. Melt away your stress in the world's best-selling hot tubs designed to rejuvenate your body and your mind. Save up to $7,000 right now, plus enjoy free local delivery, installation, and water testing as well. You can treat yourself to the pure relaxation you'll find in your hot spring spa from Burton Pools and Spas. Online at burtonpools.com or see them in Fort Smith, Greenland, and in Springdale.
So, reference the Jim Larranaga clip earlier. Longtime Miami and George Mason coach. Tommy, I was actually watching, funny enough, I was watching that George Mason run when they beat UConn and ended up going to that Final Four. It's taken a couple teams to the Final Four, but when asked about why he's stepping down, for those that don't know, he's stepping down as the University of Miami head basketball coach. Here was Coach's passionate response.
I'm exhausted. I've tried every which way to keep this going. And I know I'm going to be asked a lot of questions, but I want to answer them before I'm even asked. What shocked me beyond belief was after we made it to the Final Four, just 18 months ago, the very first time I met with the players, 8 of them decided they were going to put their name in the portal and leave. I said, don't you like it yet? No, I love it. I love Miami. It's great. But the opportunity to make money someplace else created a situation that you have to begin to ask yourself as a coach, what is this all about?
So this is a guy that's been around the block for a long time. That was shocking to me yesterday, but Tommy, I guess I should be shocked because we've seen it from Jay Wright. We've seen it from Coach Krzyzewski. We've seen it from Roy Williams. I don't know if you put Larranaga necessarily in the same class as those guys who have won multiple national championships, but just another one bites the dust in the coaching profession of college basketball.
Yeah. Well, and not a surprise from the standpoint of, Miami at school and you think about, well, they got a ton of money. Well, whatever money they get for NIL is going to football, right? And then probably baseball and basketball would be somewhere down the list. I mean, they're a football first, baseball second, basketball. I know they made the Final Four, but, man, the coach would be a full-time learner. And they get figured out, hey, I'm a full-time fundraiser now. Basketball's secondary. And Miami men's basketball isn't going to raise a ton of money. So, I mean, that's an uphill battle for whoever takes that job on in this NIL world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you said, I would think with – the amount of money that they spend it, I don't know where the basketball money comes from, because you think about in the various not dynasties, but great teams that Miami has had, and the stuff that has followed that. Maybe there was some cheating and stuff going on, but that's definitely, I never thought about basketball when it comes to that sort of case. And I know basketball incidents happen, Tommy, where things are not done above board, but it always seems to be like the football. Someone who goes over the top and cheats in football, that it's so like over the top that they have to be punished in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. I know it happens in basketball, but it just seems to be abnormally larger in football, and that's probably just because of the money that's involved in college football, not just nowadays, but through the past couple decades.
And Tony Bennett's another name to add to that list, but you wonder, you got a guy like John Calipari, who continues just to grind and, has networked and found ways to raise the money for NIL at Arkansas. There's another legendary coach that has made his money. He doesn't have to coach for the money anymore, but, chooses to coach to help the families of the players that have a chance to make more money in college and pro basketball. That, like his counterparts, they're leaving the game, and he seems to be thriving. And so there's some that can, and there's some that says, you know what, I'm not going to battle this. And I can't blame Larry Nigga at the age of 75 for calling it quits. Certainly
nope.
Can't.
Can't either. All right, we're going to take a short break. Again, we are live at Big Cypress Lodge. Come by and see us this morning. We're going to be here not just for the rest of the morning rush, but halftime as well. Phil just got here. He's going to get some breakfast, and he's going to be back here for halftime too.
Yeah, so lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff there you could take to Gaston's White River Resort. If you were going to Gaston to do fly fishing or spin cast fishing, they've got what you need there at Bass Pro Shops, and you can take it up there and have a great time at one of the premier resorts in all of Arkansas, and really all of North America when it comes to trout fishing. That's Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202. Ask about winter rates. Right now at Gaston's, they can save you some money on lodging during this winter time. They'll stack the firewood up at your door place. You can enjoy football or college basketball on the TV. They got great high-speed fiber internet in every cabin. Great restaurant overlooking the White River as well. And the fishing is the star of the show, particularly in January and February, which by a lot of people count is the best time of the year to fish on the White River. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. First class time. Every time.
Live coverage of the Liberty Bowl in Memphis is brought to you by Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. It's also brought to you by Big Cypress Lodge. Camp inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936. The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. 8-pack Arcola. Cola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
This is the Morning Rush.
Touchdown, Arkansas!
ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
Happy New Year from Harry Robinson Saddle-Saw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308, all 540 in Saddle-Saw. It's the year-end sales event. Test drive a vehicle. Troy, you could win a car here this weekend, and going to give it away on December the 31st at Harry Robinson.
Yes, it's actually a four-wheel drive SUV, and all you have to do is come down, go on a test drive, scan that QR code, your name gets entered. You got to be here the 31st at 4:30. We are giving away a four-wheel drive SUV, and we've got a couple of other good giveaways, too, that we're going to be doing in the process. But just come down here and see us, man. I mean, we've got some awesome deals right now. 15% off of all remaining 24 Fords. And, I mean, Tommy, me and you've been doing this a long time together. You've been doing some ads with us for a long time. I don't think you've ever seen inventory out here like this, have you?
No, you got like over 200 here.
Yes, definitely. So come and see us. We've got the inventory, we got the selection, and we got the best deals.
Harry Robinson Saddle-Saw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308, all 540 in Saddle-Saw. The big after Christmas sale is underway at Jelco Outdoors. Check out the huge savings under the porch and throughout the store. Save 50% off select work, hunting, and casual clothing by Ariat, Wrangler, Sitlock, Drake, Browning, Pursuit Gear, and more. Hurry in while the selection is at its best. Don't miss the big Jelco Outdoors 50% off after Christmas sale. Jelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Open New Year's Day, 10 till 5.
It's fall cleanup time at Gray Brothers Equipment. From the large M7 Series cab Kubotas to the L2502, the best-selling compact tractor in Arkansas and Oklahoma. Gray Brothers and Kubota will make your fall cleanup a breeze. With great pricing and interest rates as low as 0% for 84 months, they're making fall cleanup enjoyable again at Gray Brothers Equipment in Fort Smith and Poto, where if you pick orange, you'll never get a lemon. Now through 12/31/2024, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Agent Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Are you tired of the same old smelly gym? Then it's time to try something new. Let's hang out. The Hangout Fitness and Sports is the River Valley's only multi-sport family-friendly facility and boasts a 24-hour gym and indoor courts for tennis and pickleball. Over 8,000 square feet for the gym alone. It's never overcrowded. The Hangout has certified trainers on staff with group personal training available. If HIIT, bar, yoga, or Pilates is your thing, they have them too. Join today and get December free with a 3-month commitment. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
'Tis the season for Hardee's handcrafted goodness. Made from scratch buttermilk biscuits pulled fresh from the oven. The return of special traditions like salty sweet candied bacon. And faithful friends like Hardee's cinnamon raisin biscuits gathered near to us and served all day, all season long. From icing drizzled biscuits to savory charbroiled burgers, unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon. Available for limited time at participating locations. Items may vary.
Call the Hogs with Razorback women's basketball this season for exciting matchups inside the Basketball Palace of Mid-America, Bud Walton Arena.
All the changes we've had, the one thing that stayed really same is I'm going to coach them as hard as I'm going to love them.
Experience great family fun and entertainment by cheering on the Hogs along with the Hog Wild Band, cheerleaders, dance team, and mascots.
Carly inside, up with the ball, fouled, and one.
Tickets start at just $5 at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The sign of a smart man is to understand that things change and to roll with those changes. And Ty, I applaud that you've done that.
Zone read, give to Jackson at the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. to Quentin Jackson with his 10th rushing touchdown of the year, and Arkansas is back within one score.
You can now download our new app in the iTunes or Google Play Store. Listen anytime and anywhere on your favorite mobile device. Just search Hit That Line now.
All right, we're back here for the final segment of a Football Friday live at Big Cypress Lodge in the iconic Memphis Pyramid. Come on by and see us. We got a couple of the Sky High Ride passes to give away during halftime, giving all the way during the morning rush, and a couple puzzles as well. We're also brought to you this morning as we're live in Memphis by Hyper Fiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. We're going to take Cecil's call, and then we're going to chat with Harold Grader, who's the executive director of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, in just a sec. Tommy.
Yeah, if, one of the to-do things, one of the things task list here at the beginning of the year is a website for your business or an upgraded website. Twins at Modular Orange can help you with it for just $95 a month. They'll help you write, design, create, post, launch, all those things that go into making a website great. They'll do that for $95 a month with no upfront cost. So if your website struggle for you, you don't know where to begin, you don't know who to turn to, Modular Orange can help you with that. 479-755-3043, 755-3043. Go to modularorange.com.
Cecil's with us this morning before we chat with Harold. Cecil, I know you've been waiting a little bit. What's on your mind this morning?
Man, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you were talking about the pyramid and stuff, and I had some great times in Memphis, and it's amazing how they actually changed it over, transitioned it into that, because we would see the ticket holders, and I think I know I went for 3 years. I never really missed a home game, and we sit right on the floor by the visitors team. And to go way, when you go to the top, you look like down at the bottom, you could barely see the court. And the way they made it now, it's just crazy how they did that, and it's beautiful, you know. But for the attendance at the game, I know when we played K-State, Kansas is not far from Memphis, and you know that was like 2 home games for both of us, and it was like half and half. You know, you could see the purple on one side and the red and white on the other side. But since Lubbock's a little farther, like when we was in New Orleans, we had 80% of the stadium because we did the wave. I'll never forget that. But Memphis, I'm thinking we'll have way over 30,000 fans, easy. And hopefully we'll win. And some of the guys that didn't get to play this season, they'll have a chance to play, you know, and show their talents. And you just never know how good a player is until they get on the field.
No, you're right on that.
Hey, y'all enjoy yourself, Tommy. Ty, y'all enjoy yourself, man, and I'll be tuned in. I'm tuned in all the time. I kind of wanted to go after the fact. I'm like, because I got a lot of family there. All my family.
You still can. You still can. You can make it. You can make it.
I know I can.
Hey,
Ty, I swear, Ty, I thought about it. The game ain't till 6 o'clock. But the good thing about Memphis is it's a tourist city. I mean, they got a lot of stuff to offer, you know, and it's fun. It's fun, but just don't go to the south side. But other than that, Memphis is fun. And, you know, like I said, I get a chance to see my family and stuff, and it's been a while. So, but, I mean, and I really want to go to the game now, but it's all good. I had a great Christmas with my grandkids and my kids and stuff.
Down. Set the work down, Cecil, and come join us. Again, we'd love to have you, and I know Harold Grader would love to see you too. Again, we're here in Memphis this morning. If you want to come by and see us at Big Cypress Lodge, I don't know if Harold's at the stadium or not. Harold's the associate executive director of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. And Harold, to go off Cecil's point, is it predominantly? I've seen a bunch of Arkansas fans here since I got in last night. Is it going to be a predominantly Arkansas crowd later on at 6 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, I think it will be, but there's still going to be a strong contingent of Texas Tech folks. And the thing you got to remember, the school is in Lubbock, but the base of their alums and fans is actually in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we all know, whether you're from Arkansas or from Memphis, you know, that drive to the Dallas Metroplex is an easy one. It's one we all make on a routine basis. So they're going to have a good crowd here, obviously a lot of red, and I think we're looking forward to and expect to have a really good and exciting and competitive ball game tonight.
Harold, do you think for Arkansas fans, I mean, not only do you have tonight's game, and Cecil's contemplating driving from Fort Smith right now. You probably got some other people in the eastern and central part of the state that are kind of, you know, just up and come here. But, I mean, Arkansas is going to be back here in September. So you got a lot.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Arkansas fans that'll be here in under a year here in Memphis.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that when they play the University of Memphis. But there is still time. Jump in the car and head east. We'd love to have you. Again, being around both of these football teams and the coaches this week, my sense is, look, we all know what's happening in college athletics, college football, NIL, transfer portal, all of that stuff that these coaches are having to deal with. But these two football teams, and I'll borrow a line from Coach Pittman, is we're going to play with ones that have come with us, the ones that are here. And the ones that are here for both of these football teams, they're ready to play. And that's why I think we're going to have a competitive game as opposed to one team or both teams kind of going through the motions. That's not the case. And they both have had good weeks of practice here in Memphis. And I think as we look at the lineup of games today and the rest of the week, I think we're going to have one of the more compelling and exciting games of the bowl season.
Well, you just think, I mean, Harold, all I got to do is go back to 2 years ago, and I don't know what the appetite was for heading into that game, leading up to it, from both sides, or at least from the Kansas side, I should say. But it was like it wasn't as high for Arkansas. We ended up having one of the better, if not the best, bowl game of that season, outside of maybe some playoff games. So you just, like, during these games when you have kids that hadn't played all season and they get their first opportunity, it's like you said, they want to play and they get a chance to maybe for the first time all season tonight.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're in a prime time slot, 6 o'clock Central, 7 in the East. So there are going to be a lot of eyeballs on this game on ESPN tonight. We're the third of 4 games. The Birmingham Bowl, featuring an SEC team, Vanderbilt, is going to be on before us. That's our lead-in. And then we're game number 3, again, in prime time in the East, Central Time, 6 o'clock. So a lot of folks are going to be tuned into this football game. So it's a great platform to go to your point about players that are maybe getting the first chance to play or the first time to have some extended playing time. That's why I think they're going to come out and play. And we're hanging our hat on that from a bowl perspective. And I really do believe, and this isn't just bowl guy hype talk, I think both teams are coming to play, coming to win, and the name on the front of the jersey means a lot to the guys that are going to be on that field tonight.
So we're chatting with Harold Grader, by the way. He's the Associate Executive Director of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Harold, I wonder what conversations that you and maybe other directors have of other bowls, not just SEC tie-ins, but others. Like, what are some things that you are maybe doing differently now with the college football playoff and trying to attract fans and trying to, again, what's different now than maybe even just 5 to 10 years ago?
You know, for the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, you know, we have always stressed Memphis hospitality, the experience in Memphis, the music, the food, the bowl experience that we create through our events for not just the teams, but the fans that come to town and visit. That may sound a little Pollyanna, but, you know, that's our history. And we have continued to build on that. This is year 66 for us. And we know that the landscape of the world has changed. But we have it only to the extent of we have tried to grow what we're doing, make it even better each and every year, whether it's an experience at Bass Pro Shops where you are or some other activity. So we know that there is competition for the attention and the dollars and the time of fans that may choose to travel or not travel. So we've got to make it as compelling as we can, and we've always done that, and we have continued to do that. Again, just to give folks a great Memphis experience and a matchup of teams that's compelling, and you want to come and follow your team. That's our mission, that's our challenge, and that's what we hope we've achieved again this year.
Harold, before we let you go, I mean, Cecil's on the fence. We've got listeners in Central Arkansas, Eastern Arkansas, Northwest that are kind of doing what they do sometime this time of year. It's like, hey, do we have enough money to go? What is your pitch to them that they're listening right now? They're flipping a coin. They're debating if I want to go or not. What's your pitch?
I will say this, and I say this as a sports fan because I've taken this on in the last several years, certainly since COVID, kind of a life changer for a lot of us. if you have the time and the wherewithal and you are a fan, never pass up the opportunity to watch your team in person at something as special as a bowl game or a postseason basketball game. Whatever it is, it's a special occasion. Come, be a part of it, be a part of the energy in the stadium, make memories with your friends and family. You can't beat it. There's nothing like being there.
Harold,
So
we'll leave
come
it
on.
there.
We're ready for you.
We appreciate you joining us again. Harold Grader is the Associate Executive Director of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. The 7th time Arkansas will be playing this game. They've won the last 3. We'll see if they make it 4 after tonight. Harold, I know you got work to do, so we'll let you go this morning, man.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.
All right, good stuff. All right, Tommy, if you were on the fence, did Harold do enough to sell you? If you're debating of going or not, is that something I'm just your honest opinion.
I was with it, I'm not a last minute, guy on stuff like going. Hey, let's just drive 5 hours to Memphis right now. That's not generally how I would do it, but I was Little Rock or East. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have big plans, why not go? I think you're going to be able to get a ticket. You're going to have a good view of the game, and you're going to eat some good ribs somewhere. So that'd be one of the things you'd want to do. Hey, we're brought to you this morning by River City Coatings. For 25 years, they've handled all kinds of powder coating and fabricating and forming and welding, and now they can do it all under one roof. These facts, give them a call because they can get it done at a day or two oftentimes. Powder coating is not only stronger than paint, but it's better for the environment. And now they can do laser cutting, press brake forming, and welding, all River City Coatings. So they're kind of your one-stop shop for fabricating, forming, welding, and powder coating. 471-7675 is their number, 479-471-7675, or visit rivercitycoatings.com.
All right, so we're live here again, Big Cypress Lodge this morning. Phil's going to be joining halftime coming up momentarily in about 10 minutes. Got a chance to hear from Sam Pittman yesterday, again getting ready for this Liberty Bowl. And one of the things he stressed on was just ending with the winning season. Take a
Having
listen.
another winning season would be a lot better than not. I don't know that it's going to change the total outlook of what we can get accomplished next year, but the bottom line is we have a game tomorrow night and we want to win. If we do, I think it'd feel really, really good. So,
Tommy, it's pretty simple. 7-6 sounds a heck of a lot better than 6-7. I don't know why. I know we both agree on that statement. It's just you have this like weird feeling heading into the offseason if you lose this game tonight. And I know that, again, there's been plenty of guys that won't be participating. Probably the most notable is Andrew Armstrong, your best player, in my opinion. But you got to find a way to win this game tonight. You're going to have the crowd. You've got your starting quarterback. I know you're not necessarily favored right now, but this is one you need to pull out heading into the 2025 season, especially with that gauntlet of a schedule ahead.
Chance to promote a winning record for the first time in a while. Some things to promote. Again, I'm just not going to get carried away when we lose. They lose, it doesn't mean the program's in shambles. If they win, it doesn't mean you're headed for 8 wins next year. But I do think you got a glimpse at some young players. Hey, word for APAC Arcola, you can apply online at jobs.crh.com. They need a variety of positions filled. 2025, you've got experience with paving or concrete. You're an electrician, a diesel mechanic, particularly if you're a licensed CDL driver or heavy equipment operator. They have a job with great benefits, great pay, and they can get you started quickly at APAC Arcola. Again, jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola is an equal opportunity employer.
Appreciate everyone tuning in today here on the Morning Rush. If you missed our conversation with Clay Henry, Lang Whitman, or just the one we had with Harold Grader, you can find it in the Bud Light Morning Rush podcast. And Tommy, as always, you can listen on the Hit That Line Now app, brought to you by Taco Bell. I was listening this morning to Chuck and Bo. I'll be listening to Halftime and Ruskin and Zach when I'm driving around later on. It's the perfect way to keep you updated with all of what we have here at ESPN Arkansas and hitthatline.com. All right. Mr. Phil Elson just sat down. It's time for him and Matt to take over here at Big Cypress Lodge. Really appreciate them, Mr. Morris, and our friends at Hyperfiber. Get the fastest deal of the year. Visit hyperfiber.com. For Tommy Kraft and Christian Johnson, I'm Ty Richardson signing off for the Morning Rush here on a Football Friday.